YouTube isn't a video platform. It's an empire factory. A 13-year-old kid unboxing toys becomes the face of a billion-dollar brand, and a 20-year-old from North Carolina who once gave away his savings for views now runs a company worth more than some Hollywood studios. YouTube isn't just where you watch videos. It's the biggest economic lab in modern history, where attention turns into currency, power, and business. And today, I'll show you how they do it. How creators become brands, how videos become products, and how communities turn into companies. Views aren't money, but they're the foundation of every empire. At first, we all believe the same lie, that getting millions of views will make you rich. But is that really true? It sounds logical. The more people watch you, the more money you make. But on YouTube, the math isn't that simple. Some creators get 1 million views and earn what a barista makes. Others get 1/10 of that and buy a new house every year. Because not all views are created equal. YouTube shares about 55% of ad revenue with you, but that number depends on who's watching, where they are, and what you talk about. An entertainment video might earn $1 per 1,000 views. A finance video? 20. For example, a finance channel made $24,000 from 1.2 million views. A gaming channel made just $2,000 per million. The first earned 10 times more with the same audience size. So you have two choices: chase the numbers, or focus on something far more powerful: trust. Because videos capture attention, but trust turns that attention into a multi-million-dollar empire. And soon, you'll see exactly how. In 2012, a 13-year-old kid uploaded a video called "The Worst Intros on YouTube." Shaky camera, terrible audio, barely any editing. That kid's name was Jimmy Donaldson, but the world would come to know him as Mr. Beast. Years passed. Jimmy uploaded hundreds of videos. He studied the algorithm like an obsession. Every thumbnail, every title, every frame. But nothing worked. Total failure. Until one day, he had a crazy idea. He'd count to 100,000. Literally. When he hit publish, he had no idea he was rewriting YouTube's rulebook. That video exploded. And from there, everything changed. He went from chasing views to building a system. Because Mr. Beast realized something almost no one else sees. Views are just fuel, but you have to build the machine that turns them into money. So he built Beast Industries, a business empire. Snacks, chocolate, burgers, games, software. By 2024, it made nearly $500 million a year. And yet, his channel loses money. Every video costs more than it earns. But that's exactly the point. The videos are ads for everything else. Mr. Beast doesn't sell entertainment. He sells trust. And trust is worth billions. The YouTuber's path is always the same. Alone in a room, phone in hand, hitting record. You film. You upload. And nothing happens. 0 views. This is where most people quit. Studies show that over 80% of channels stop uploading after their first year, because they think 2 or 3 videos are enough to make it big. But YouTube doesn't work like that. Just like Mr. Beast, you'll spend years creating. And here's the secret. Every video gets better. Every video makes you better. Then come the first subscribers, the first sponsors, the first dollars. It's like building a house, brick by brick, until you've built your own empire. And to do that, you need one key thing: own your niche. Ryan Kaji was 6 years old when he started his YouTube channel. At first, it was just a kid opening toys on the kitchen table. The lights flickered. His mom's voice came from off-screen. And yet, it worked. Millions of parents let their kids watch Ryan. He became familiar, like a cartoon character they trusted. Then, his mom made the move that changed everything. She turned the channel into a global brand. Licensing deals, toys, cartoons, clothing, video games. Today, Ryan's world is a billion-dollar universe. It's not a YouTube channel, it's a trust factory. Every video is just a trailer for a product. That shaky kitchen setup turned into a multinational company. Ryan didn't just earn trust, he owned his niche. And Ryan, before even starting middle school, is already richer than many Wall Street CEOs. But how is that possible? It's possible because Ryan didn't just earn the trust of his audience. He chose to do it in a very specific field. In other words, he decided to dominate a niche. And that's exactly what the best YouTubers do. They don't try to please everyone. They become the best in their niche. Oh, and if you're enjoying this video, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon. More stories like this are coming soon. And that's how you make sure you don't miss them. Mr. Beast and Ryan couldn't be more different. One's a 20-something obsessed with perfection, the other's a smiling kid opening toys. And yet, they follow the same map. They capture attention. They turn it into trust. From there, they build a brand by owning their niche. And finally, they expand beyond the screen. That's the new web economy. YouTube isn't just a video site. It's a powerful tool to build and grow your brand, one video at a time. And here's the key. You don't need to be famous. You need to be credible. Because the ones who win credibility win everything. But there's still one missing piece. How do you go beyond the screen? How do you build an empire from your bedroom? That's where the next step comes in. Build your team. There comes a point when you can't do everything alone anymore. Editing, ideas, scripting, sponsors, it's too much for one person. The greats figured this out early. Behind every empire, there's a loyal team turning ideas into reality. Today, Mr. Beast has over 100 people working with him. Writers, directors, managers, video makers, designers. Every video is a full-scale production. While the world sees him on camera, behind him are people studying data, budgets, logistics, keeping the dream running like a perfectly tuned machine. Because you don't build an empire with creativity alone. You build it with the right team. For example, when Mr. Beast wanted to launch his burger chain, do you really think he personally figured out how to cook burgers, open restaurants, and get all the licenses? Of course not. He hired a business manager and partnered with a company that took care of everything behind the scenes. That's the secret. Stop thinking of yourself as just a video creator and start thinking like an entrepreneur. Because when you stop promoting other people's brands and start building your own, your fans stop being just viewers. They become customers, supporters, part of your world. And when you own your product, the profits are massive. If something costs you $5 and you sell it for $20, that's $15 in profit per item. With 1 million subscribers, even if just 2% buy, that's 20,000 sales. 20,000 times 15 equals $300,000 in profit. Congratulations, you've just built $1 million business. The game has flipped. Companies used to pay YouTubers for attention. Now, YouTubers build companies, and they're the ones becoming billionaires. And if you run a small channel, it can still work. Of course, you don't need to open your own fast food chain, but you can create products with high scalability. Scalability simply means a product that can be replicated easily. For example, if you wanted to create your own line of toys, that would be difficult at first, because every toy has to be produced, packaged, and shipped physically. But what happens if you create an online course instead? Once you upload the course to one of the many platforms out there, you don't have to do anything else. You just have to sell it. It doesn't matter whether you sell 10 or 1,000. That's the definition of a highly scalable business. If you have a small channel with only 10,000 monthly views, and you sell your product for €100 with a 0.5% conversion rate, that's 10,000 times 0.5% equals €5,000 per month. And that's money you make while you sleep. Of course, there are many other ways to create scalable products. For example, under many YouTube videos, you see merch or gadgets for sale. When a follower buys one, there are automated sites that produce and ship it directly to the customer, without the creator lifting a finger. The possibilities are endless. But remember, what really matters isn't how big you are. It's the trust your audience has in you. Everything we've said so far applies to social media in general, but YouTube has two big advantages. The first is that content is searchable. The second is that it's easier to build trust. When your content is searchable, it means that once you make a video on a specific topic, it stays online forever, and YouTube keeps recommending it over time. For example, take this video that shows how to turn designs from a platform called Figma into HTML. Every time you search Figma to HTML on Google, that video shows up among the first results, and it's already passed 400,000 views. Now imagine having dozens or even hundreds of videos like that, bringing in traffic and views every single day. It's like having a virtual salesperson working for you 24/7, selling your products while you sleep. That's something social media simply can't do. On other platforms, you're always chasing the algorithm. The other key factor is trust. YouTube videos are longer, which means people spend more time with you. And the more time they spend, the stronger their trust becomes. And YouTube makes it easier to promote your products too. You can add links directly in the description and invite people to click. And the best part is, you can add as many links as you want. If I had limited resources and had to choose where to invest, I'd go all in on YouTube, because often you can take your long-form content and repurpose it into short clips for social media. So a single video can become dozens of pieces of content. It's easy to look at these numbers and think, that's just luck. But it's not, and it's never too late to start. You have to build your audience, create your products, and sell to your community. That's how you don't just build a channel, you build an empire. YouTube isn't a showcase. It's a training ground for future entrepreneurs, a place where people learn to write, edit, communicate, and sell, all in one. Mr. Beast isn't a miracle. He's a successful experiment. Ryan isn't luck. He's a business strategy disguised as a kid's smile. And the lesson is always the same. Videos aren't the goal, they're the tool, the first act of a much bigger story. Think about it. Jimmy in the dark of his room, counting to 100,000. Ryan as he opens a colorful egg. 2 generations, 2 worlds, 1 idea. Using the internet not to escape reality, but to build a new one. It's not luck. It's not the algorithm. It's vision. YouTube isn't a video site. It's a factory of empires. Views aren't money. Your products are. And the ones who understand that first win.